You want to be in the video? Nosy boy wants to be in the video. So, you will sleep all day, but as soon as I turn on the camera, you come in here, right? Hey guys, what's up? My name is Kai, I'm the Nerd of Strength, and today I'm doing a special video review on my Pioneer Fit Custom Lifting Belt. If you guys watched the last video here on the channel, I did a room tour / collection video of my entire statue / toy collection, which featured a lot of comic books, video games, and anime. So clearly, I'm a big nerd. If you are new to this channel or you're a subscriber who didn't watch the video, please do check that out. I think it's a really fun video. It will be linked in the banner above, or whichever side it is. It's been a while since I've done this, and a link in the description below. I know the timestamp of 45 minutes might be a bit overwhelming, but there's timestamps in the video so you guys can skip around to different parts of the video. Please check that out and give that video some love. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new to this channel, I am a strongman focused strength based channel. Well, I do reviews, predictions, and other things for the sport of strongman. If you would like to see more, please consider subscribing, and I would definitely appreciate it. So with that being said, on to the review. So like I said in the intro, I am a weeb. I am a bit of an old taku, even though I'm not that old, but my favorite anime of all time is Cowboy Bebop. I have a plethora of collections, new, old, and even some rare things from Cowboy Bebop that I didn't really get to showcase in my last video, but I think this will be the most unique thing in my collection. This is a custom belt that I got from Pioneer Fit, or General Leathercraft. They have been in business for a long time, and they are basically the standard in custom weight belts in the strength community, not just in strongman, but of course mostly powerlifting and weightlifting as well. So I wanted to go over this and kind of review all the other belts that I have to do a bit of comparison if you were a bit on the fence about getting a belt like this. Do you need a Pioneer style belt? No, you don't. You can use a regular belt or a belt that'll fit you perfectly fine. In fact, the first belt I ever used is this stock, stiff piece of crap Rogue belt. I don't use Rogue products because I don't buy from companies that send me cease and desist over memes. So, yeah, I'm still salted about it from 2 years ago. So, again, being a broke college kid, I wanted something that was decent and kind of stiff because I knew that was kind of important, especially for squats. So I got this Rogue stock belt for like 40 bucks on Black Friday from them. I've had this belt since 2017, and it is still a stiff piece of crap. I hate how stiff this belt is. Like, it is literally basically still flat. I've used this multiple times. I've like worn it out and stuff, and it's just never not got unstiff. And I don't know, I wrapped it up, you know, I kept it wrapped up super tight for like 3 weeks, and it still stays in like this flatness. Never really liked it, and personally, I am not a fan of, you know, the belt buckle, belt loop type belts. I am personally just not a fan. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a preference thing for me personally. When I go to take these off, I'm always just like ripping it off, freaking out, like, get it off me. I don't like these style of belts. So, I don't like this belt. However, I still actually do use it for axle cleans because I'm a filthy cheater and I don't have a power belly or a shelf to do a good clean on the axle. So I still cheat and use the thickness of this belt to help me with axle cleans. So yeah, but it is an absolute piece of crap and I don't like it. That was my first belt. And then as I moved on and I started to compete a bit more, I started seeing people, a lot of people, with these red and black belts from Cerberus Strength. This was my second belt that I invested in after my second competition. This is their soft multiply belt, which is obviously very flexible and not as stiff as a Rogue belt. I mean, look at all that twist and stiff. It is a Velcro belt. It is very comfortable. It is very adjustable. I've never had problems with this at all. So yeah, super good belt. I still use this belt to this day. However, as I started going heavier in my deadlifts, I knew I needed something a bit more, and that of course is why I got the Pioneer belt. But before we get to the Pioneer belt, the last belt I do want to go over, because it will be important to when I talk about the Pioneer belt, is the Cerberus soft belt. So this is their neoprene belt. You've probably seen a lot of strongman competitors use these underbelts underneath their regular deadlift belts. Like, you can use this one on top of the Cerberus belt, you know, their triple ply belt. You can use both of these belts in conjunction with each other, or the Rogue belt, or whatever other belt. I use this when I'm pressing, just because it doesn't cut off my circulation and it makes me flexible. And of course, I use this for movement events as well. I use this for movements as well, especially for cleans, Atlas stones, and the like. Another really good belt, one of my best investments I think I've ever gotten, especially when I press. I tend to wrench my back a lot, so this belt keeps me in place a lot. So yeah, love it. So moving over to commentary, I just want to use this portion of the video to talk about how I went through the design process of making the belt and working with Pioneer to make it happen, and what it was like when I got the belt. So before I really go into that, I just want to say that I'm not sponsored by Pioneer. However, they are definitely A1 top tier quality designers. And if you want to order something from their website, I will have a link in the description below. You can just Google Pioneer Fit, or you go to the website generalleathercraft.com. Now, like I said before, they only do 2 sales a year. They do one for the 4th of July, and they do one in mid-October. The one in mid-October is also 15% off, but it also guarantees you delivery before Christmas. So yeah, I did buy this as a Christmas gift to myself, and I'm very happy with how everything came out. And this is a belt that'll last me a lifetime, and I'm super happy about that. Now, in terms of design, I can't take credit for that. This belt was designed by my sister, and that makes me super happy. So it's definitely an all-in-the-family style belt, basically. She is the more creative of the two of us. She has a degree in graphic design, and basically she does all the graphic design and artwork for this channel. So super proud of her for that. She designed the inside and the outside of the belt, as well as the lever portion of the belt, all in Photoshop and Illustrator. And if you're not somebody who is graphically inclined, you can definitely DM Pioneer, and they'll send you in the right direction with a graphic designer, or they work with you to design your belt. You can also go on their website and search Beltonator 9000, which will create a 3D render of your belt in real time while you're designing it, which I think was also a very helpful step. So I used the Beltonator portion before I went to my sister to, you know, just to see what kind of fabrics I want to use and what kind of levers I want to use before I went to her and be like, alright, so now we're going to make the design. We designed the outside of the belt with Spike Spiegel's Spaceship Swordfish 2 and Whatever Happens Happens, and him smoking his cigarette in that one scene that every vaporwave slash chill wave slash lo-fi hip hop beats to study to and chill out to YouTube music mix uses as the gift in those videos, which I think is funny, but I do like that picture of Spike Spiegel. Funny enough, I was originally going to get You're Gonna Carry That Weight, but I thought that was a bit too on the nose, so I do like Whatever Happens Happens a bit better, because one, if I ever get crushed under a weight, whatever happens happens, man, you know? And then on the inside of the belt, we went with a 3, 2, 1, let's jam, like they do in the opening of Cowboy Bebop with Tank, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. And for the lever, you can buy a lever, you don't need to have it laser engraved. I decided to, because I just thought it would tie the belt together, and I got the Cowboy Bebop logo on there, which again I just wanted on there just to have it on there. It's definitely good quality. I scratched out a bit with my nail and none of it was coming off, so I don't have to worry about anything coming off of the belt, which is good. In terms of the lever belts, they have different styles of levers on their website. They have like a more SBD ish type lever, traditional lever, but when I saw their patent pending Pioneer lever on their Instagram, I'm like, I want that, because they're right, every half inch matters. It makes the adjustability much better, especially in training. I can go for like, a warm up to a working set to like, a top single all in one go without taking out a screwdriver and like readjusting the whole belt. So I'm super happy about that. I've used this belt for the past 2.5 months and I haven't had it pop off of me in the middle of training. The lever hasn't gotten loose or anything like that, but also I'm not throwing my belt and flicking it off like I'm Larry Wheels at the end of every set. Not to toot my own horn, but this is a work of art, but also, this was an expensive belt. I'm not gonna throw it around like it's a child's play toy. I'm gonna treat my belt with respect and make it last a long time. The only other thing I wanted to say was Megan was the person, Pioneer's customer service, who helped me finish off the belt designs. We were constantly emailing for a handful of days about what stitching color I wanted, what etching color I wanted, the thickness of the belt, every little detail about it. They even helped when we came up with the design. They was like, oh hey, we're gonna have to move this over just a bit because we don't want the design to be, clipped by the belt loops, which, that's not something I would think of. So these guys know their shit. They know exactly what they're doing, and again, that quality and that attention to detail is something that you don't get with a lot of companies. So again, throw your money at Pioneer. Like, you will be in good hands and their customer service is top notch. As for specific specs on my belt, I got a 13mm double suede belt with a 4-inch width with a white stitch and a black edging, as well as an engraved Pioneer lever. I don't want to go into exactly what the price costs because you get a custom, everything is going to be different depending on all the bells and whistles you put on your belt. But again, I definitely encourage using the Belt Standard 9000 to kind of get a rough estimate of what the price may or may not be, and play around with the colors of the stitching and the suede and everything like that. And it's, a lot of fun and a lot of love went into making the belt. Like, I had a lot of fun just talking with my sister in designing this belt, up until the point where I actually got the belt. This belt is special to me, even though it's very weebish, very nerdy. It's very important to me because, a little bit of backstory, unfortunately my dad passed away before he ever got to see me lift. But the one thing that we really did share was our love for this anime. Cowboy Bebop is my favorite anime, not just because of my dad, but one of the true animes that stuck with me when I watched it on Toonami when I was growing up. And I just remember staying up late with my sister, with my dad, watching this show, and the music and everything about it and its themes have stuck with me throughout my entire life, and the show has been this impactful to me outside of maybe The Simpsons of all things. So I definitely wanted to get that on my belt. I think he would have liked the belt, and to have my sister make the belt also makes it very special. It's a belt that stands out, it's a belt that will last forever, and honestly, even if I outgrow the belt, whether I gain weight or lose weight, it'll look cool in my Cowboy Bebop collection. And I'm just gonna end this video off by saying, well, you're gonna carry that weight. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go eat a bowl of bell peppers and beef because, well, it just feels right.